sure, if Jerry Jones is pulling an Al Davis and really running the team at 81 years old, I could see arguments here. But I do believe it's this is Stephen Jones's team right now. And if Jerry's number one fault is handing it off to somebody that's ultra conservative that way, then go ahead and blame him. But
it's like an Adam Sandler movie.
But right now, I think the blame's going the wrong direction here myself.
So it needs to be Steven. Steven needs to be in the blame.
I think when you start to talk about when they don't want to change. They don't want Bill Belichick walking in here or Jim Harbaugh walking in here and saying, we need to do this differently personnel-wise. I don't like the way we're doing this personnel-wise. I don't like this. They don't want that. They don't want that. It's easy for them now. Mike's not going to get in their way about personnel. Mike's not going to get in their way and say, like I want him to go in there and say, hey, we need to do something different here. He's not. He's not going to do it different. It's totally comfortable for the way that these guys operate now.
It is. They
don't have anybody questioning their personnel moves. They get to draft. They get to sign players, their own players. They don't do things that the guy in Philadelphia does or people who are fighting for their jobs.
He cooking.
That's what this football team is.
Yeah.
They've handed it off from a guy who used to do crazy-ass things. And I was part of the crazy-ass things he did.
Heck yeah, you were.
You know what?
You
The
were a
crazy-ass
bad mofo.
I almost said that word there. The crazy-ass stuff will get you fired.
Yeah.
But he
Keeping
handed
it
it
real.
off. And that's where we are now. That's where we are with this football team. They don't want to change because it's they could operate in the way that they're comfortable operating. That's the that's the problem. And it ain't Jerry. Jerry's just stepping back. He's 81 years old, but he still has all the titles and stuff. But he ain't in there rolling up his sleeves doing the nuts and bolts stuff. It's Stephen Jones doing this stuff.
Well, he's using his dad eyes instead of his businessman eyes. Okay, so that is Jerry's fault for not being objective about the crap job your son has done and not teaching son how to be a badass.
Well, that's you said it earlier. Stephen Jones pinned his dad up against the wall one time.
He did.
That I trust.
I think he did it again, and this time he finished.
And he
the
gets
job.
some of that fire back.
He left with dad's cojones the last time.
Well, they've got a general manager in place, and they've got a personnel director. Sorry, I'm not going to put you guys in this. I respect I respect Will McClay.
Yeah.
I really,
I do too.
I do too. And I think that I think there's some things that maybe Will would want to do differently, but he understands what they're up against. Yeah. But he does not want change. None of those guys want change because change means they have to do things completely differently from what they've done before, which they've had success doing. Drafting, they draft really, really well. They occasionally sign a free agent that is, is kind of under the radar kind of guy that works out. They don't play the game that we used to play in the early 2000s, effing up this team. Signing guys, not working out, drafting poorly. That's where Jerry still is capable of doing that if you put him in charge.
I got to clap it up, man. Just shout out to Bryan Broaddus. What's your thoughts on that, man?
The fish still rots from the head down, and as above, so below. I get it. He's right. He's closer to the Cowboys than all of us, so he can clearly see that, Stephen Jones is in the way of a lot of things. They competing against each other. You got Jerry Jones with 2 shows a week. You got Stephen Jones with 2 shows a week. That's a lot of conversations out there. I recall that, the time Chris Shaw was chewing. I'm talking about chewing out the linebackers on the sideline. And Stephen Jones, when that radio station said, how do you like your coaches being animated like that on the sideline? And Stephen Jones said, we don't like that around here.
Yeah.
That's cutting the nuts off, man, from the coaching staff. Yeah. Because that's what coaches are supposed to do. When you mess up or when you slip and drop something, they supposed to chew you up and spit you out, pause, if that's necessary. But if it is a situation that they supposed to do that because you're supposed to have the fear of the coach. That's part of discipline.